Hey, good morning everyone. It's Saturday, June 10th, 2023. I slept in the spare bedroom last night so that I could let Pam get some extra rest before we hit the road. And yeah, feeling good. I think I managed about 7.5, 8 hours last night. So as long as I can keep the intensity low throughout the day today and keep the carbs flowing, hopefully I'll be in good shape for this 50-miler that starts at 6 p.m. tonight. All right, folks. I'm not really going to do a flat lay of my stuff. I just shoved like 3 of everything into a bag to take with me to the race. So the only thing that's left for me to worry about this morning is making sure I've got all my electronics bagged up and ready to go, and make sure I've got my cooler and all of my different food and drink options ready to go. All right, folks, breakfast is served. Oatmeal with raisins, cinnamon, and protein powder, and then a side glass of beet juice. Yum, yum, yum. Hey folks, we're on our way to Ellerbe. Pam is doing me the great favor of driving. And I'm just drinking my Powerade and watching the miles tick by on the highway. It is about 2:30 in the afternoon right now, and we are hopefully going to get to the hotel in about 45 minutes, which leaves me just enough time to get things settled in the room, and then head on to Packet Pickup on the side of a road in the middle of nowhere in the backcountry of North Carolina for what will hopefully be a fairly smooth 50-mile race. Hey folks, I just arrived here at the church. I'm just around the bend here on the highway. Getting here from the hotel was about scary. The exit off of the highway to get into the backcountry roads was actually cut off, so I had to just kind of find a detour. And wow, talk about in the middle of nowhere. This is going to be a little scary until I make some friends, I'll tell you what. Wow. Yeah, a little nervous at this point, but it's hot. It's really, really freaking hot. It's 89 degrees, but the real feel is 94. It is hot. All right, folks, here I am. Here's my digs beside the highway. Here in the middle of nowhere for my first ultra. There's the church up there. I'll be approaching this 5 times. Most of them will be in the darkness, so you won't be able to see it except for maybe a light or two. I'll tell you what, the hills are big. There's no exaggeration that this is going to be rough, folks. Over 5,000 feet of gain over the 50 miles, and I'm going to be feeling it. This will be interesting. I've already got my citronella all over me to hopefully keep the bugs off. The heat is searing, and I'm just going to have to learn to live with it, because hopefully after the first 10-15 miles or so, we'll be in darkness and things will cool down considerably. All right, I'll check in with you before we get started. I'll take you, still got to go pick up my bib, so I'll take you up there so you can get a feel for the race itself. Hey, picking up for DeVillo.
What's the name?
Paul.
Sorry, Lions. Lions. Yeah. Paul?
You got it.
All right, there it is. Pins in the back. Thank you.
Cool, thank you.
Have fun.
Thank you. All right, folks, I'm going to head back to the car right now. Get sorted, figure out what I need right now and what's going to wait for darkness. Ah, there's a little breeze blowing. I think those breezes are going to make all the difference tonight. Let's just see what we got here before I start getting ready for the last step of the race here. There's my bib. 1713. Cool. My new lucky number. There's pins in there. Take a look at the t-shirt together. For rock and roll. That's one cool looking shirt. I'll wear that proudly. There it is, folks. 1713 pinned on. It's real now. That view, I don't know if you can really make it out. that goes way off into the distance. Some beautiful rolling hills. All right, folks, this is going to be my last check-in before I show you what the start line looks like. And then the suffering begins. I'm nervous, no doubt about it. I just want to make it through in one piece. I want to cross that finish line. I'm going to take this first lap as slow as I can with the heat of the sun still beaming down on us and the heat just emanating off of the road. So by the time the sun goes down somewhere around 9 o'clock, hopefully we see the temperatures just dropping like crazy after that. And if I've got any juice left at that point, I'll just pick it up. All right, folks, this is where things get real. The bib is on. I've got my first gel in me. I've downed the water. I've done a good amount of sweating just sitting around waiting. Now I'm just headed up to the church to get some instruction on how this is going to happen. And then the long, slow plod begins.
Watch out for critters. It's rare that somebody doesn't see a snake, and quite often it can be poisonous. Rattlesnakes aren't endangered up here. You know, poisonous snakes, they're here. We've seen wild pigs. Somebody was scared one year when there was a coyote right next to the road. Coyote was eating on a deer cloth. It's right there. Anyway, so you might see critters. Don't mess with them, just keep on moving. This aid station's got water, Gatorade, a variety of food. After 8 o'clock, 8:30 or so, we'll have veggie burgers. We'll have cheese quesadillas. We got some iced coffee. We got sodas. The other aid station is a little more laid back. It's got water only, and everything they got's in packets. They don't have any loose food. They got some loose potato chips. Other than that, everything else is in packets. And they might get up to help you, okay? Or you can fill your own bottle or cup.
With my small ice supply already pretty much entirely water. Glad to hear there's going to be some iced coffee and some cold sodas along the way. I might live to tell the tale after all. All right, folks, this is what the start line looks like. I'm excited. I know I won't be saying those words 50 miles from now, but hey, I'll enjoy it while I can. Oh, here we go. Boom! We are underway, folks. Everyone's deaf, but we're underway.
I wasn't in the army in the 19th century. We're running together? I'm not talking.
Oh, it's kind of fun to be in a race where you don't have to take off like a shot. All right, folks, happy to report that feeling great so far. Just 49.9 miles to go. And I am doing my absolute best not to just keep picking up the pace. I know I'll pay for it later. Right now, I'm running an 8:53 pace. Things go according to my uneducated plan, folks. I'm going to try to keep it under 10 minutes a mile for the entire 50 miles. So we'll see. That's only going to happen if I take it real easy on this hottest of the 5 loops. See how it goes.
Marathoners only. Short out back. You better not. Short
I saw you moving over and was like, she's not really. What?
Have any of you guys run this before?
Yeah.
Oh, you have?
Yeah, it's like, I don't know, it might be my 4th. I think it's my 4th.
Oh, well, cool. Do you mind me filming, or is that off limits?
Oh, no, it's okay.
Okay. Hey, by the way, I'm Paul.
Hi, Paul. I'm Kelly.
Kelly, nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Where are you from?
Just north of Charlotte, Mooresville.
Oh, were you at Alexander 24 Hour?
No, this is my very first ultra.
Wow, a newbie.
Yeah.
That's awesome. Well,
Yeah, I'm the guy who's going to be crying in about 30 miles.
that's all right. I'll cheer you on. I'll pick you up. I'll drag you along if you want me to.
I much appreciate it. I've run 13 marathons, and the last 3, I feel like my mental game has gotten so much stronger, in the sense of, you know, all the stuff that coaches always preach about, you know, like what I was saying, run the mile you're in, you know, stay strong. It's going to take more effort to maintain the same speed as time goes by, etc., etc. It's one thing to say all that stuff, but I feel like it's actually becoming part of me now, the last like 3 marathons. So I'm hoping this run kind of really takes me further in that direction of just accepting the moment.
Yep. Don't wish the miles away.
Yep. It's a great phrase. Hey folks, take a look off in the distance there. This is the, we are now in the back half of this 6-mile loop where we start climbing and climbing and climbing. So far, I'm having a heck of a lot of fun because I've got great company. And I'm just trying to capture as much of this before the sun goes down for y'all. And because once that sun goes down, it's just gonna be me in a spotlight. See you soon. Running with Kelly and Jay here at mile 6, enjoying the conversation. Check this out, folks. Guys, I gotta film your feet. I'm amazed by this.
All 4 of them are really best friends. Yeah, brothers and sisters.
We're ready for a relay team.
All right, folks. I'll catch you when we get back up the hill, so I can say I've made it through one circuit. Peace out for now. All right, folks, we're 9¼ miles into this thing. We're returning from the out and back, which is pretty much 2 miles of uphill. My legs are starting to feel a little stiff, but not bad. I think this race is going to come down to how do I handle time on feet more than the stress of moving quickly. I've got 2 gels in me so far and about 16 ounces of tailwind. When I get back up to the top of this hill, it'll be Powerade time and some non-caffeinated gels so they don't
Good job, girl.
crawl out of my skin. All right, folks, I'm almost at the top of the hill from the out and back, 9.8 miles in, still single digits. Good long ways to go. Coming up on the car, so I'm going to try to keep these little aid station stops at the trunk to 5 minutes or less, at least for now, and see what we can do about possibly coming in under 9 hours on this thing. I have no idea what's coming. I'm going to do my best to stay healthy and strong. All right. Let's see, we should be coming up on the car fast. Up and up and up. You can probably see the steeple from the church behind the truck right now. About 15 miles into this thing. Sun is down, but there's still daylight in the sky. I'm feeling good, but my legs are just beginning to ache. Kind of like the same point in a marathon. Just doing what I can to not force things too hard so that I don't completely burn out or pop something before I'm somewhere near the end so that I can have some hope of finding that finish line. It's getting to be a lonely road now. Check it out, folks. This is what it looks like 16.5 miles in. Descending to the out and back for 2 miles to mile 18, and then it's back up this gigantic hill to hit the 20-mile mark, and then I'll hit my car as a rest stop for the second time. Feeling good going downhill here at the out and back. When I get to the bottom, I'm sure my hamstrings will start barking like mad. I just want to keep them from popping. I just want to stay hydrated. Give myself a chance to at least go further than I've ever gone before. These hills aren't going to make even that task easy. I'm probably within 10 minutes of having to get the headlamp on as the last rays of the sun, which is already sunk below the horizon, are disappearing. Beautiful. Hey folks, here I am, 2 loops complete, and I've been at the car, my personal aid station here, for about 2-3 minutes. Time still rolls on. I'm at 3 hours 21 minutes right now, and about to head out for the 3rd loop. There's no real point in filming, it's just darkness. And the big story for loop 2 was after the sun went down there. When you go down in the valley for the out and back, it is bug city. I was actually wearing my sunglasses as I descended down and back up from the valley because it is so thick with gnats and bugs. It looks like you're driving in a snowstorm, and they're just getting in my eyes and going up my nose. So I just wore my sunglasses. I'm going to try a red light instead of the white spotlight when I get back down there next round. So hopefully they won't be coming right for me. We'll see. All right, folks, I'll see you in 10 miles, unless I film with my phone along the way. I think I'm going to crank up some music this time, see if AC/DC can keep me rocking. So far, feeling pretty good, you know. I'm just trying to stay hydrated so that my infamous hamstrings don't just suddenly lock up on me and destroy this whole attempt. But so far, so good. Hey, folks, I'm at 23.5 miles. 3 hours, 58 minutes so far. I just want you to say hello to the fine people in the dark who are manning the really deep woods way station here. And I'm gonna grab a banana and keep on moving. So far, so good. I can't believe I'm feeling this human at this point, but I'll see you at superhuman. I'll see you at the 26-mile point, folks. 24.5 miles in, and feeling really good so far. I don't know if that's because I've gone completely loopy. When I get a mile and a half from now, I'll be back at the church. I've completed 2 full 10-mile circuits, and back at the church will represent the 6-mile loop part of the 3rd circuit done, which will put me pretty much 26 miles. So basically by the time I get to my car passing it towards the out and back, I will have gone a full marathon distance. I'll be just over halfway done with this race, and I will then from that point on be traveling further than I've ever traveled by foot before in one single trip. Alright, folks, I'm headed up the final hill here towards the church in the middle of circuit number 3. This will put me at the 26-mile mark. My car should be pretty much exactly 26.2. I gotta go through the checkpoint here. So, yeah. Probably doesn't look like much yet. I'm gonna keep the camera rolling until I cross through. I want to fly right past everything. I don't want to stop at my car until I return from the out and back. I have 30 miles, but I might grab something here. I might have them dump some cold Gatorade into my bottle just to give me something. Click on. Oh, I hear civilization. Doesn't look like anything now, except for some distant lights, but sight for sore eyes as far as I'm concerned. I'm still managing to run up hills. Managing 11:04 pace at 25.98 miles. I'm gonna try to find something salty, folks, because bananas ain't gonna cut it anymore. Alright, I can see the flashy lights. I can see the checkpoint lights. Alright. Oh, thank you, sir. There we go. Trying not to trip as I come through the checkpoint.
Way to go, way to go.
All right, thank you, thank you, thank you. Ooh, time for a little stand here break.
Is that a finish? You finishing the marathon?
No, I still got 24 to go.
All right. We got quesadilla, burgers.
I don't trust my stomach with a quesadilla, but if there's anything else salty.
Yeah, like you can get a plain potato and shake some salt on it. A lot of people like that. We got pickle juice.
We got veggie burger with or without a bun.
He said no.
Oh yeah, I'll try that maybe at 40. I think something like this is going to be awesome.
There you go.
Do you guys have any like Gatorade or anything that I can refill with?
Oh yeah, blue Gatorade right here. Michelle will fill it up for you.
Welcome. Thank you guys so much. So, hey folks, I don't know if you can see me. I just hit 30 miles. I'm back at the car, and at 28.75 miles on my way back up the hill in the out and back just now, I hit this glob of concrete that was right there on the side of the road, but like in the road. I smacked my left front toe straight into it and went hurtling forward. I was utterly convinced there for a second that I was going down on my knees and just going to smash myself. I somehow managed to get my legs up high enough to prevent that from happening, but I reached out so hard, so fast. I pulled my shoulder muscles, they just fucking ripped. Sorry about the words. But it hurt. It took like a quarter mile just to get that to stop really killing me. My left knee smashed into my right knee. It took everything to get up that hill just to get here. I'm gonna get something to drink. I'm gonna try for lap 4. But I feel really, really bad after that. Hopefully it'll subside. Hey folks. I have no idea if you're gonna be able to see me. Let me get a light on. I don't know if that helps or just makes life impossible, but I just came through the chute, 36 miles in, and I just dropped. The left knee, after I smashed it at mile like 28.8 or whatever it was, 20, whatever it is, down there at the bottom of the turnaround. I thought it was going to be my shoulder, and when I ripped that muscle, that was going to be the end of me, but as it turns out, that's cool enough for now. But my left knee, where I smashed in my right knee, over the next 8 miles after that was just the end. It's just gotten to the point where it's swelling, and I'm done. Hey, keep pushing, man. And yeah, I just gotta find the car, and I'm gonna chill for a while in a chair, collect my thoughts, deal with the disappointment. But if I keep pushing, I'm just not gonna have a leg left. So folks, there it is. I'll talk to you once I get in the car and get a light on me. Hey folks, so
I just, I sat beside the road there for a while, gathered my thoughts, and got my shit under control, and decided that before I talked to the camera again, I would drive back towards the hotel. So here we are, 25, 30 minutes later. I'm about to head in, and yeah, so here we are, and what a disappointment. Really, really ticked, really trying to keep my emotions under control at this point. I just can't believe I kicked something. I just can't. And that's what ended up doing me in. I was just doing, as far as my pace went, the massive hills where the loop is, the 6 mile loop was like, I was just loving it. And then the out and back, the 2 miles out and 2 miles back at the end of each 10-mile circuit was, you know, there's this little bridge like a half a mile after the turnaround. And came over the bridge, and this third time through, it was, wait a minute, second time through? I was at mile 28, so it was my third time through. Just, I don't know if it was like a metal ridge that, because I had my headlamp on dim, which is my own damn fault, I guess. But so I don't know if it was like a metal ridge where the bridge ended and the road began again, or if it was like a concrete just blob that was left over from construction or whatever. But my left foot just slammed into it, and I'm driving home here, and it just feels like the toe next to my big toe. I can't wait to get my sock off, but it feels like the nail is just like standing straight up and has been ripped utterly off. And but that's not what stopped me. Like what stopped me is somehow, like, I hit my, when it hit, I immediately went flying forward, and I could just see the ground coming at me, and I figured, okay, my hands, my knees, my elbows are probably just going to be road rash. And I just recovered before I went down completely. But, you know, just sort of like instinctual reaction, my arms just go out in front of me to try to catch my fall. And all these muscles here in the front of my shoulder, my deltoids, I guess, just ripped because I don't know, I just came up so fast. And that was killing me for like the half mile as I was ascending back up the hill towards the church. But that subsided. So the two things that are like hurting the most now is not what stopped me in this race. It was the fact that, as far as I can tell, my left knee, the inside of my left knee just rammed into my right knee. And I went around again, started my fourth lap, completed the 6 mile loop, and by the time I got like where there was like a third of a mile left up the final hill to the church before I went to the fourth out and back to get to 40 miles, it hurt so bad to every time my left foot came down, because the shock waves were just going up into my knee. And so I went through the chute where they, you know, make sure you're actually getting your laps in where the timing mats are. And I just told them I couldn't even look at them. I was so like ashamed. You know, I just had to drop because they ask you to, you know, let them know, because otherwise they're going to have search parties out looking for you. But that's it for the evening, folks. I'm gonna get in there and I'm gonna shower up, try not to wake Pam up, and see what the damage looks like on my foot, and just get a hot shower and collect my thoughts, and that's that. I'll give you a more rational perspective on all this probably in the morning. I just need time to gather myself. I'm just you know, so mad, so close to the end, and I know for a fact, because I wasn't dying, I wasn't slowing down. Like, even in that 6 mile loop there, after I'd injured myself, I was like coming up and down the hills, like with going down the hills still faster than 9 minutes a mile, and coming up hills like around 11-minute miles, 10.5-minute miles on the big steep ones. And But the pain was so bad in that last third of a mile going back up to the church that I knew this was it. And I knew for a fact that if I kept pushing it, I was going to do, like, you know, the kind of damage that is going to take me out, you know, where I'm not going to just like take a couple of weeks to recover and be on my way again to the next project. But, you know, I guess this is the smart move, but holy crap, it's hard to swallow. Good night, folks. I love you. I love your support. You know, I'm not looking for sympathy at all. Just, I appreciate all of you for not just following the channel, but just for being good friends. And yeah, enough for now, folks. Talk to you more. So there it is, folks. My first ultramarathon experience is done. I did not complete the 50 miles of the Bethel Hill Moonlight Boogie. I made it to mile 36. I climbed over 2,700 feet of vertical gain, and I think I did it in style. I averaged anywhere between, you know, like 9:30 miles, maybe a little faster on downhills or small flat sections, and kept it around 11 minutes for the climbs, and I still felt good towards the end, with the exception of my left knee, of course, which spelt the end of the evening for me. Yes, I'm definitely disappointed, but at the same time, I'm also proud because I made it 36 miles, 10 miles further than I'd ever run in a single go ever before in my life. And here I am, 54 years old, so onward and upward from here, folks. My knee is healing well. I'm filming this 4 days after the fact, and every time I take Calvin, my big old chocolate lab puppy, for his evening walks, we do a little stretch where I'm running slowly on my feet with a pair of cushy run shoes on, and I'm happy to say that last night it felt pretty good. So I think another 3 or 4 days on the outside will pass before I go for an easy jog and see how that feels. So I'm on my way back, folks. I've already begun my strength training, so I'm getting back in the groove. I just need to get my eating back under control because, folks, there will be some exciting, thrilling new running challenges in my future, and it's just a matter of getting ready to be able to tackle them, and I will take you all along. I encourage you to get subscribed to the channel so that you don't miss any of the thrills and chills and spills along the way. And there it is, folks. Thank you to everybody who volunteered for the wonderful race. Every single one of you made it an absolute thrill and a pleasure to be running there. It felt almost like family, you know? Everybody was so friendly, so helpful. If you had a question, they went out of their way to accommodate you, even though it was the middle of the night and they were out there for free. They just did a great job. The race organizers did an amazing job. What else can I tell you? If you're looking for a really challenging road ultra, the Bethel Hill Moonlight Boogie in Ellerbe, North Carolina, in mid-July, mid-June, let's say, get that right, mid-June, is a wonderful, wonderful experience. I would love to go back and conquer it next year. I'm not going to put it into my race plans, but yes, there will come a day when I run this race again, and I don't want to say take my revenge on it, because, you know, this was all on me. If my headlamp was on brighter, I would have likely avoided this whole, you know, negative outcome for myself. But there it is, folks. All of the people who ran with me, the other runners who, you know, kept me pumped up, all those who made it into the video, as well as those who ran with me for a couple of miles here or there after, you know, it was pitch black out there. There were plenty of people who ran with me then, and I enjoyed everybody's company. So if you happen to be watching this, please get in touch, drop a comment below, folks, and say hi. Become part of the running community who supports me here online, and I'm more than happy to follow along with your running exploits as well. Some just amazing people out there.
just to put a cap on this, even though my plans for the near future are to train hard again for some speedier, shorter stuff like mere marathons and half marathons, etc., this race experience left no doubt in my mind that I will be running a lot of ultra races in my future. What an experience. It's life-changing. You get out there and you get into this mindset, you get into this sort of Zen state, and you're just running, and you get into this flow state, and it's absolutely wonderful. An experience like no other in my life. So really, thumbs up. Thanks to everybody who follows along, who's followed and supported me throughout not just this series, but throughout all the stuff that I post on my channel. Thank you, thank you. Let's leave it there, folks. If you're looking for a run coach, of course, or if you're looking for a dedicated training plan that's specialized just for you, please visit my website at devrunnercoaching.com and get yourself signed up for a free 20-minute video consultation with me. I'd be more than happy to talk to you about all of your dreams, all of your concerns, and we can start planning to get you to your next goal. With that said, folks, please get healthy, stay strong, and keep pushing. Peace out.